Well, no, not all day.
No, no.
Hello. Hello.
All right, we're gonna get started in 1 minute, everybody. 1 minute. We're getting started in 1 minute. All right, let's get started. Let's get started. Thanks for coming in. We're gonna do well on session 4. Okay, so session 4. So again, we're gonna start off with 10 minutes of ball mastery, like we do every session. We're gonna have you record those scores into your resource book for session 4, and then we're gonna move on to day 2 of our feints moves to beat a player. All right, Coach, what do you got?
How are we all doing? Hope you're all well and outside, having a great afternoon in the Hudson Valley. Finally got some nice weather, so that should inspire us to work hard and get outside and practice these skills. As first part, as Coach Joe said, is our 3 ball mastery little exercises. Again, we're focusing a lot on balance, on ball feeling and ball touch with the sole and the outsides of our foot. Then we're going to move into our topic of the day, which is very dynamic, moves to beat players. We love to take players on 1v1, take them on, beat them, leave them for dust, leave them in the rear view mirror. So the first little exercise we're doing here is just roll ups. As all we're doing here, it looks like we're going to cross our foot, looks like we're going to cross over, and as all we're doing is rolling the ball there and back up again. So you're going to the pinky toe, so you're going to go, if you've got your right foot on top of the ball, you're rolling it towards your left foot, and when you can feel your pinky toe at the side of the ball, you roll it back up again. So it's there and back up, it's there and back up, it's there and back up. So here we're getting good balance, we're getting good ball feeling, and we're working on, again, those very important muscle memory touches.
All right, so we're gonna do 1 minute. We're gonna do 30 seconds with our right foot, and then we'll transition over and do 30 seconds with our left foot, okay? Here we go. Coach Rob will tell us when to switch. Ready, set, go. Good, try to keep your eyes up here. All right, eyes up. Your foot is never leaving the ball, okay? So we shouldn't have to really look down at the ball the whole time, okay? Really focus on trying to keep your eyes up because that ball is not leaving your foot.
And switch.
Switch it over to your left foot now. All right, remember, we're working on our balance. We're working on our ball feeling. All right, we're trying to create muscle memory here. All right, working on some coordination, especially when we're on our left foot, when we're balancing on our right-footed players aren't used to doing this very often. So you might be a little bit off balance. I know I'm a little bit off balance here, all right, but I got to focus on my body shape. Shoulders over my knees, over my toes. Elbows are bent. They're not out. They're bent. Elbows at the rib cage. And freeze. Good.
And rest. Good.
All right, so we're going to test it. We're going to go for 30 seconds, okay? First 15 seconds, right foot. Second 15 seconds, left foot. That number is going to stay combined the whole time. So if I do 10 on my right, when I switch over to my left, I go 11, 12, 13, and so on, okay? Here we go. 30 seconds.
And go. Again, these exercises are great to help you keep your head up because you've got constant contact with your foot and the ball, so you don't need to look to see where the ball is. That's the idea of this. You're feeling the ball. So you know exactly where it is. You're feeling it on your sole and you're feeling it on the outside. And switch. So this is a great move or a great little exercise for helping you keep your feet, keeping your head up and foot on contact with the ball.
And freeze. Good. Get a drink. All right. What's our next one, Coach?
Our next one is just some using the whole of our sole. So we're going to go from our heel to our toe, from our heel to our toe. So we're going, look, we're rolling it there. So when I come back, if you can point your toe down and touch it with your laces, even better. So we're going all the way down the sole of my foot to my laces and back up again. Again, I'm never not touching the ball. As Coach Joe said earlier in the first little practice, balance. We've got good balance. This leg is nicely planted, taking all our weight, while the right foot is working, and then we'll switch.
All right, so again, we go for a minute, 30 seconds on your right. Coach Rob will tell us to switch. We transition to our left. All right, here we go.
And go.
So heel to toe, heel to toe. All right, your standing leg bends and flexes as we reach out and then bring it back to us. All right, if we can really, like Coach Rob said, if we can get that ball into our laces, all right, we can get that ball into our laces, we're mimicking if we want to have a power strike. Because when we strike the ball with power, we focus on locking our ankle, pointing our toe to the ground, and striking through the ball with our laces. So we're mimicking that motion when we get the ball to our laces.
And
Switch
change.
feet. All right? We mimic that technique when we get that ball onto our laces with this ball mastery skill. Okay?
Again, it seems like a fairly easy and I think a mundane exercise, but we are always touching the ball with the sole of our foot. We're always surprised how many times we use the sole of our foot. So let's work on it with something like this. And another good exercise for help training you to keep your head up.
Good job.
Good.
Job. All right. Catch your breath. Not that you should really get your heart rate up doing too much of that stuff. All right. But we're going to go for 30 seconds. Okay. We're going to test it again. 30 seconds. You're going to go 15 seconds on your right. Coach Rob will say switch. We go 15 seconds on our left. And that number is just one number to record in your resource book. Okay. So that number, if I did 15 on my right, the first one on my left is 16. Okay. Getting one number here. Here we go.
Here we go, and go. Again, if you're losing control of the ball, slow down. We want you to do it correctly. We'd rather you do less, but do them correctly than do them incorrectly. And switch.
Don't let your foot leave the ball. Don't let your foot leave the ball. Always touching the ball here. And freeze.
And
good job. Gonna drink.
Again, you're going to record these scores in your resource book that you've been filling in, and that's a great way to log, to catalog the work that you're doing, not only with Coach Joe and I, but obviously later on when you're working on your own, you know, you can see your progress and see how you've improved. Our last little one here is a combination of moves, so we're going to get you moving a little bit here. Again, we're going to combine the inside out movement with a slap, a sole roll, again, a rollover. So it looks something like this. So you always go inside first, inside, outside, roll the ball across your body. Yeah. And again, we start over here to here. We're going to come inside, outside, roll across your body. Yeah. Inside first, always go inside first, outside. So we're stretching and we roll the ball across that body. Okay. So we're moving from side to side.
All right, just like Coach Rob said, inside, outside rollovers. Here we go. 1 minute.
Here we go, and go. Inside, outside rollover. Going from side to side. Imagine that there's that white line that we've been painting, that we're going across the white line.
The foot that's doing the motion with the ball, all right, the opposite foot tends to kind of hop in place. That's going to keep us in a little bit of a rhythm, all right? And then when we roll the ball over, we transition that to the foot that catches the ball to start an inside outside rollover with that foot. Eyes up when we can, shoulders over your knees, over your toes. Don't lean back too much.
Good work. Keep going. Stay with it. Another good little exercise to do before we practice or before a game.
Really works on some ankle flexibility, coordination, balance, all those things.
And rest. Good.
Good job. Catch your breath. Shake the legs out. Get a little stretch, whatever you need. All right. So with this one, now we're going to go for 30 seconds. we count every rollover. That's the number when we count. That's when we count on the rollover, okay? So if I go inside, outside, rollover, 1, in, out, 2, in, out, 3. So we count the rollovers. 30 seconds worth. Here we go.
And go. Again, as we said before, if you're losing control of the ball, slow down. Last 5.
And freeze. Good work. Good work. Get a drink. While you get a drink, let me chat with you. So again, you're going to want to record those 3 numbers into your resource book, okay? We had roll-ups outside. We had heel-to-toe rolls. We had inside-outside rollovers. Record those in your resource book. Click the link. Put it in the Google form for session 4, okay? Put that in the book for session 4. Please make sure you do that by Friday at 11 a.m. You'll be eligible for the leaderboard if you do that Friday by 11 a.m. Okay. You will also be eligible to win a Corver training top. All right. Again, I'm going to randomly select a person, and that person will get, I'll get an email from me asking for your size and where to mail that t-shirt to. All right. So you have an opportunity to do that, but you're not eligible if you don't fill out the form by Friday, 11 a.m. All right, grab a drink. Coach Rob, we're going to move on to our topic for the day.
Good. Our topic of the day is a dynamic one. We love to teach this, is taking players on 1v1. We showed you in session 3 some different ways to take a player on to beat a player. So we're going to move on from there, using some of the moves that we've used there, but in kind of a different format, adding to it. Again, I'm in a 5-yard square box. Again, I've got a cone. Imagine at the hands of the clock, I'm in the middle of the clock. At 10 o'clock, I've got a cone, and at 2 o'clock. If you haven't got anything, it doesn't matter. It's not a problem. So here, what we're going to do, on session 3, we did the sidestep and take, where it looked like I was going to go to 10 o'clock. Body language, you're going to hear us talk a lot about this here. It looks like I'm going there. I'm going to drive there, my left foot, and then I step big with my left, take it away with the outside of the right. Well, here, we're going to put a double one in. So the foot you first step with is the foot you're going to take it away with. So now I'm going to step to my left, step to my right, take with my left to 10 o'clock. This is easier with the ball moving. Again, you're putting in 2 steps. Body language. You can't be upright. You can't just kind of stamp your feet. You've got to sell it. So it looks like, for all intents and purposes, it looks like I'm going to 10 o'clock because I'm driving that way. The last minute, I step, and then I step again to the right, and I take the ball away the outside of my left. When we're moving, it's a little bit easier. We're moving here. Look, I'm stepping, I'm taking. Yeah.
All right.
2 steps and take away with the first foot that you do the step with.
So just like we did on Monday, when we attack the box, we're going to do a right-footed one, come around, reset, come back to the start, do a left-footed one, come out, reset, and keep going for a minute, okay? So we'll do 1 minute worth of double side steps. Here we go.
And go.
So we dribble up.
Step right, step left, take right. The take is always with the outside of the foot.
And it's the foot that you initially did the first side step with. So we dribble up, left, right, left. All right? First couple, slow yourself down. Really lunge in them so that way you can really feel what it should look like. And then we can pick up the pace. Right, left, right.
Again, body language. Drop those shoulders. Be flexible. Be relaxed. We're trying to off-balance a player in front of us. Even better if you can get them moving backwards, because they're certainly off-balance, as we all know, going backwards. And what you're trying to do is just get them to commit one way or the other. And then as soon as they commit to that one side, exploit the space on the opposite side. You can put more than 2 of these in if you're comfortable. But we're just asking you to work on 2 at the moment, and you can always add to it.
and freeze. Good. Big thing we want to talk about is just this concept of you did this same move, just a single on Monday. If you're going to do that against a defender, which one would you have to start sooner, the single or the double? Common sense tells you the double, right? It's going to take you longer to do 2 side steps than 1. All right, so we can't really judge right now how far away from a defender we are because there's no defender. We're under no pressure right now. When we add a defender, if we were doing this in a practice, you would start learning how far away you need to do this from a defender. We can't really do that right now, but just know that a double takes longer than a single. So you want to start your move a little bit further away. Coach, sorry.
Good work. Excellent. No, it's a great comment. We talk about that a lot in our practice. When to do the move. All right, our next one is one of our favorites in Curver is the single scissors. Now we're going to add the double scissors. The biggest mistake I see when Coach and I are teaching this in our classes is this is where you do get what we call the can-can effect, where you lean back and your feet are doing this above the ball when you're doing the scissors. Number one, you're exposing the ball and you're not really, you're off balance, you're going backwards. So when we're doing this move, we want to try and push our chest and our body weight down into the ball. The first foot you scissor with will be the foot you take it away with. So if I want to go to my right, I'm going to scissor right. Look, point my toe down, foot no higher than the ball. Scissor right, scissor left, take to the right. So I go out at 2 o'clock. If I want to go to the left, if I see the space is the left, I'm going to first scissor with my left. So I scissor left. Look like I'm going that way. No, I'm going to change my mind. No, it looks like I'm going that way. Now I'm going this way. So this player here is indecisive, off balance, going backwards, hopefully. And again, as you get more confident, you can put multiple scissors in. You'll like Ronaldo. If you watch Ronaldo, this is his move. Sometimes he'll put 5, 6, 7 of these in, unbalance the defender or the player in front of him, and exploit the space that he's created.
Again, this one, is another one so easier when that ball's moving than just standing in front of it trying to do scissors on it. All right, here we go. 1 minute.
Go. Scissor right, scissor left, take right. The take again is with the outside of the first scissor foot.
If I'm going to do a scissor, the first one with my left foot, dribble on your left foot. You're going to do your first scissor with your right foot, dribble on your right foot. Little things that are going to help you here.
Nice quick feet. As you get more confident with this move, your feet should be moving quickly.
Keep your body over the ball, like Coach Rob said, body weight over the ball.
We want the players to look at our feet because in this one, we're using our feet as decoys. They're not sure what way we're going. And we are starting to confuse that player and put some doubt in their mind. What way is he going? What way is she going? What way are they going to attack us? And you create some space. And like all our moves, you attack space with speed.
All right, good. Get a drink. Good job.
Good. Excellent work. Good drink. Probably going to show you a couple of moves here that you may not be familiar with, which is good. I don't think they're being taught that much, and they're just like little add-ons to what we've taught you today and in the past. This one's kind of called a dummy scissors. So what are you going to do? You are going to, if I'm scissoring with my left, I'm actually, at the end of the day, I'm going to come out at 2 o'clock. I'm going to come out this way, okay? But what I'm going to do is put a little hop in, and I'm going to transfer the ball over with the inside of my right foot. So if I do a scissor, and I'll do it nice and slow, if I do a scissor with my left foot, I scissor left, I hop across with the ball, and I take it out. Yeah? Watch again. I'm good at doing it slowly. If I scissor with my right foot, yeah? So I'll scissor with my left. So I'm going to make the player think I'm going that way. If I scissor with my left, yeah, they then think I'm going that way because they've seen me do the scissors a couple of times. But what I do is I put this little hop in and drag the ball across my body and come out with it, yeah? If I want to come out the other way, I'm going to scissor with my right. So just say this to yourself as you go along. Walk through it to start with. Scissor with my right, Yeah, and I've stood across it there, and I'm going to hop and bring the ball across with the inside of my non-scissor foot. So watch Coach Joe here break it down again a little bit more technically and build it up for you.
All right, so again, yep, we're basically combining a drag that we did with our drag push after we do a scissor. All right, so it's almost when we did a drag, excuse me, we did a drag scissor. Okay, now we're gonna do kind of like a scissor drag. Okay, so what we do is I'm gonna scissor right, and I'm gonna drag with my left into my right foot. The drag in this is like a little hop inside part of your foot that pushes the ball in the inside of the foot that you scissored with. All right, so let's try it. We'll do it for 1 minute here.
Here we go.
It's funny, Coach. You see so many youth players use this move because they always forget to actually put the take on the scissor.
Yeah, yeah.
So they've actually are comfortable with this move when we teach it. All right, but they don't really do this little hop where you drag. But that's what really wins this move over for me.
So once you've done the scissor with whatever foot, if you're doing it with the right, you are going to then touch the ball with the inside of your left foot across your body. If you're going to scissor with your left, your next touch is with the inside of your right foot across your body. So you have to work out what way you want to go out. And again, with practice, this is a great way to just really confuse a player that's seen you perhaps do the scissors against them a couple of times. And again, you're building up a body of work for yourself to use as a player, perhaps an attacking midfield.
5 more seconds.
Attacking centre forward.
All right, grab a drink, grab a drink.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to combine again. We're going to combine 2 more moves here. Again, basic moves that when they are in combination with each other become very, very dynamic and they work. Yeah. So what we're going to do here is we are going to do our soul roll, our slap, which we did earlier. So we're going to slap across our body or just slightly out in front. You're kind of going to, if I slap with my right foot, so I'm going to soul roll, slap with my right, and I'm going to do a step over. Remember the step over with my left. Take it away with my left. So we're working both feet. So if I soul roll, slap with my right, I'm going to take over, step over with my left, take it away with my left. And again, if I soul roll with my left, step over with my right, take it away with the outside of the right. Remember the step over, you always take the ball away with the outside of the foot that you are stepping over with. So just the 2 moves, break them down separately. Soul roll, step over, then put them together.
All right, so again, just remember, if I slap right, I step over left, okay? I'm slapping into my next step. So if I was just running forward, I slap right, my next step is my left. Let it go through your legs. That's all that little touch is, or that's all that little move is. Second part of this, we see players, when they do this, they slap too flat. They slap to like 9 o'clock, or they slap to 3 o'clock. If I slap too flat, now the ball's behind me. I got to reach to get it. I'm off balance now.
Good point.
So we really want to try to slap to 10 o'clock because then it goes into our path that we're running. So I dribble, I slap, step over, take. Right? It's all in front of me. I never have to reach back for the ball. All right? If I did it with my left foot, I'm going to slap to 2 o'clock. Or I slap left, step over right, take right. Okay? Let's go for a minute, Coach. Let's try this one out.
Here we go, and go. Again, you're doing the soul roll with your right, and then a step over with your left, take with the outside of your left. If you do a soul roll with your left, you step over with your right, and you take with the outside of your right.
The biggest part of this move is just figuring out the angle for yourself of how hard and at what angle to slap the ball to fit with your stride.
Again, another nice move to confuse a player in front of you, a great move to beat a player, and it doesn't take a lot of work on your part to really refine this, work at it, practice it. It's a fun move to practice. Another one of those little combination moves that certainly work, and You'll see it at every level of soccer. You'll see players work at this. There's no reason why anybody cannot bring this into their game.
Good job. Get a drink.
Quick drink. One bush whip.
Yeah.
Good. All right, we'll finish off with one more. A little bit trickier, this one, but no reason why you can't get it. You're all good players. You're all working hard. And again, it just takes a little bit of practice. So early, I think it was last session, we did the kind of the drag and we went outside. So we kind of went from here, we dragged it across. It looked like I was going at 2 o'clock, at 10 o'clock. It looked like I was going to 10 o'clock. And in fact, I went to 2 o'clock.
Our drag push.
Our drag push. So here, we're going to reverse that. We're going to push it and then drag it and take it away. Now, again, the secret to this, I'm using my right foot. Do not put your right foot down until you're finished. So here, it's kind of a twitchy kind of motion. It's kind of out, in, yeah? Again, look, I didn't put my foot down. I went out, in. And we're going to do that on the move.
So we call that a push whip.
A push
whip.
Because we push and we whip, yeah?
You should almost feel the ball kind of roll over your outside, your pinky toe, and it's just kind of rolling across the front of your foot, and then you push it with the then you whip it with the inside on your big toe of the same foot.
A good way to practice this is if you can get the ball to stay still, and just quickly touch it outside, inside. So push out, whip in, push, whip. So a good way to practice is out, in, okay? Out, in. Think of that. Little toe, big toe.
And as you get comfortable with that, again, you're gonna feel the ball. I'm turning my foot. Right? I don't have my foot out this way and push it to the side. I turn my foot in. All right, some ankle flexibility here. We turn it in and then out. Or excuse me, out. We turn our foot from inside to outside. All right, and we push the ball the opposite. So the ball now goes to the outside. It looks like I'm gonna just take my little outside touch, so I'm dribbling here, okay? But I do that little out in, and then I dribble back the way that I came from, okay? So if I use my right foot, it looks like I'm going to 2 o'clock, and I take it to 10 o'clock. If I'm doing it by left foot, it looks like I'm gonna go to 10, and then I go back to 2, okay?
Again, I think this is a little bit easier once you've got the technique with the ball moving.
It sounds complicated. It's new to a lot of you, but once you kind of get it, you're gonna like this move. Okay, here we go. Let's go for a minute.
Here we go.
Last one of the day.
So you're gonna do a right foot out and in, and then you're gonna come up, reset, and do a left foot out and in. Push out, whip in. Don't let that foot touch the ground until after the ball, after you've touched it with the inside. Then you can let the foot touch the ground. So we're going to go out, in. Excellent.
This is when you don't see players do this move at high speeds.
No.
Right? They're kind of breaking down a defender. They're slowing them up, and they go out, in.
What you do see with these, though, is after they've done the in, they are away. They are at full speed. This is one, again, you go in slow, come out quickly. Go in slow, come out quickly. So your outside is your first touch, your in is the next. Last 10 seconds. Get one more in. Excellent. Good. Good. With a bit of practice, you'll be surprised how quick you can get that one on board and how quick you can move, use it in a game. So again, there we've shown you a whole body of work there, using the insides and outsides of our foot, using our left, using our right, being dynamic, taking players on. Again, you can only get better with practice with these moves. It's not something you can do once and then, yeah, I'm done with that one, put it away. I know professional players that do these moves constantly, day in and day out, they're practicing them. So that when it comes to the game day, and they're no different to you, when it comes to game day, they've got a player in front of them, they can quickly decide, mentally go through their library, what am I going to use? Let's try something different. Bang, bang, I'm away. And then let's do something different the next time I meet that player. So, they've got a body of work together. And again, it's fun because you could do these moves perhaps if you're out wide, do the moves but crossing, or one-on-one, if you beat a player, have a shot on goal. but they all relate to being nice and aggressive and taking a player on.
All right, so everybody, good job today. Don't forget to record those scores into your resource booklet as well as the Google form. Try to make sure they're in by 11 a.m. on Friday. 11 a.m. on Friday. So you got a couple days until we see you next. All right, get outside. It's going to be nice weather. It seems like the majority of the time. Get outside, half hour, 20 minutes, hour, whatever time you have. Find some time to carve in to do some soccer work. All right, do some of your ball mastery skills from the past 2 weeks. Do some of the change of direction. Do some of the moves to beat a player. All right, if you get a trash can, you can do some moves against a trash can. Something that's there that's going to kind of make you feel a little pressure in front of you. We're adding limited pressure if you can. All right, if you can't, just get touches. Touches is the most important thing right now for all of you. So great job. Thank you so much. Enjoy the weekend. Stay safe, and we will see you again on Monday.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you. Bye. Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
Bye, Coach. Bye, Elliot. Bye.
Jack, come get these on so you can go to the